Spider-Man Reign takes place in the dystopian world of Earth 70,237 and is a compelling 4-issue comic book limited series written and illustrated by the outstanding Kaare Andrews. Readers find themselves transported 30 years into Spider-Man's future and immersed in a modified New York City as a retired Spider-Man resurfaces, forced to confront the grave injustices that haunt this alternate world. The story begins with a spider climbing the waterspout, only to be quickly carried away by the rain. In the next scene, 3 children spray paint a wall with a disturbing message in red asking, "Where did you go?" Their dread grows when they hear footsteps in the downpour, prompting one to yell, "Run." The ominous person holding a mystery gun causes one of the children to fall in pain. Moving on to the following scene, we see an old Spider-Man working as a florist. His job unravels when he accidentally sends the wrong flowers, ruining a couple's wedding. "That guy talking to me? Sorry about the mix-up, sir." "Hey, you're old. You make mistakes. You just tell little Napoleon over there that I'm not paying." "Please, sir, we can work something out." "White roses are not cream roses, Gramps. The entire wedding was ruined. Hey, it's your policy." While at the stop, Peter Parker encountered an unexpected turn of events when his boss, with a severe expression on their face, delivered the depressing news of his firing, cutting the links that had once tied him to his workplace. "Parker, you're not gonna screw up again." "No, sir." "Do you know how I know that?" After a moment of silence, he chose to respond quietly. "Yes, sir." "Because you're fired." "Please, Mr. Nunziata, I have rent." "Not my problem." "My wife, she..." "Your last check is covering that wedding." "Hey, where are you going with those? Those are coming out of your paycheck." After getting fired, Parker goes back home. No money, no job, no dignity. Just like old times. "I'm almost used to the rain now, the way it makes my joints ache," he thinks to himself. While returning home, he runs across a kid fleeing the rain, and as police arrive to arrest the youth, Parker is also beaten. "Get this punk in a cage. Maybe this time the judge will let us light a match." "You just let them take him? How could you? There's no one out there to help us. No one to save us. No one." The child hides behind the wall, whimpering, while beaten, returns home. Parker returns home, affected by thoughts of his deceased wife, Mary Jane. Mayor Waters unveils the web system to safeguard the city from attacks, and TV reporters Miller Jansen and Var Jones praise him. In 5 days, Mayor Waters will launch the highly anticipated secret technology system promised to keep the city safe for the next 100 years. Good evening, I'm Miller Jansen, and you're watching the Daily Bugle. Updating us on the status of this new defense and security technology is Var Jones. Var, well, Miller, this technology system dubbed the web to a very serious threat of a super terrorist attack. This computer simulation, released by the Rain late last year, shows the potential if such an attack were to happen. By constructing a laser-powered protective barrier around the city itself, the webs would prevent such an attack. Not much else has been released to the public, but we are assured the project is on schedule to be activated soon. Very impressive, Var. I'm sure all will be explained by Mayor Waters' team at his upcoming press conference. Hailed by the people of this city as its greatest defender, Mayor Waters is a true American hero. Behind the scenes, we learn about his true colors. He literally holds a vegetative kingpin prisoner, mocking him. "How about some steak? Would you like that? Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You find the strength to reach the fork, and I'll cut it for you. You're my little trophy. Something to take out once a year and celebrate with. Like a Christmas ornament." In the next scene, Mayor Waters discusses the web at the conference. "With super terrorist organizations prepared to prevent the web from being launched, I am announcing a temporary suspension to the electoral process. After all, your safety means more to me than outdated government traditions. World leaders are applauding the strength of Mayor Waters' character. He has a job to do, and he will stay with us until it gets done. How are the preparations, Var?" "Miller, as you know, the web system requires the removal of any large metal ornaments to our buildings. This includes church bells, crosses, metal statues, all items that could reduce the power of the web system. A small price to pay for freedom, Miller." "Indeed, Var. And with the city's hopes high, there is speculation that Mayor Waters will soon be taking his style of government to the rest of America. Let me take a moment for the Daily Bugle to congratulate the mayor on the web program. And, in the words of the man himself, Let's show him how it's done. The following scene shows two police officers strolling across the city, chatting. Suddenly, an elderly man walks by. After hearing their chat, he spits on the ground. The police officers notice but decide to ignore it as he is an old man. The old man turns out to be none other than J. Jonah Jameson. Parker, who is sleeping in his flat, hears a noise. J. Jonah Jameson delivers a box to him. Jameson is trying to interact despite facing a closed door. "Hey, my boy. Bet you never thought you'd see the loudmouth barking at your doorway. My boy, all wrinkled and gray. Didn't think you could age. Thought you'd be 20 forever. We have things to talk about. Big things. I didn't expect you to welcome me with open arms." Parker slams the door shut in frustration, his hands instinctively covering his face as a torrent of memories from his past, sparked by Jameson's words, overwhelms him. Parker sits behind the closed door, damaged and vulnerable, as Jameson continuously tries to speak with him, asking him to open the package that appears to have a key to unresolved emotions. And before he leaves, he apologizes for previous abuses and reveals that he sold the Daily Bugle because he understood it was based on lies. This sparks a riot, leading to a confrontation with two Rain officers. Meanwhile, Parker opens the parcel, revealing a camera hidden behind his old black suit mask. He stares at it, terrified and shocked, remembering his past. Despite the chaos, things appear gloomy for Jonah Jameson, until... I'm sorry. So sorry. Sorry? You're sorry? About the car or the names? Or the illegal brass knuckles you had hidden in your coat? Look, I'm sorry for all of it, my boy. We have so much to talk about. Carl, I don't think he's talking to us. Out of nowhere, an old, wrinkled, and skinny Spiderman appears, starting to fight the officers. He defeats them, wearing only the mask and his underwear, imagining himself in his prime. After saving Jameson, they have a talk. Jameson blames Parker for giving him nothing but lies, but tells him that he needs him. The city needs Spider-Man. After asking if Spider-Man is back, Parker punches him and walks away silently. Now, thanks for exploring the Spider-Man Rain comic with us on Cartoonverse. If you enjoyed swinging through this comic realm, don't forget to subscribe for future animated adventures. Now, we're curious, what types of cartoons would you like to see in our future videos? Drop your suggestions down in the comments, and we'll see you in our next animated adventure.